Blog Talk Radio.
In the councils of government, we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought.
It appears as though something has happened in the motorcade route. Something, I repeat, has happened in the motorcade route.
Who controls the past, controls the future. Who controls the present, controls the past.
The death of bin Laden marks the most significant achievement to date in our nation's effort to defeat Al-Qaeda.
All you got to do is start looking around, start thinking for yourself, start investigating things, and you will see it all right there. So you have the power. Humanity has the power. We have the power. Do you want to fight? You better believe you got one.
Let us never tolerate outrageous conspiracy theories.
As for me, give me liberty or give me death.
The answer to 1984 is 1776.
Councils of government, we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex.
In Dallas, Texas, 3 shots were fired at President Kennedy's motorcade in downtown Dallas. The first reports say that President Kennedy has been seriously wounded by this shooting.
It is a big idea, a new world order.
It was almost as if it were a planned implosion. It just pancaked.
Either you are with us, or you are with the terrorists.
But I also believe that a lot of gun owners would agree that AK-47s belong in the hands of soldiers, not in the hands of criminals.
How you doing tonight? It's good evening, everyone who's joining in, listening in tonight. My name is Joseph Gibson, and we're on Blog Talk Radio. It is July 8th, year 2015. And last night we talked about the Confederate flag issue. Is the Confederate flag a symbol of hate? And I actually broke whole background of what the Confederate flag has actually stood for throughout the years and why it was adopted the way it was in today's day and age. And so if you missed that program, you can go back and look it up. It is archived. It's on the Blog Talk Radio website, and it's underneath the Tonight Show, actually. And that was really actually pretty interesting. I actually got I got 5 emails concerning that last night that, they said that they didn't know that, what had happened with the Confederate flag, that's what it was really stood for, and the South had adopted that as a symbol to snub their nose at the North. A lot of people don't know true history. That is the problem today. And and people are misguided, and that's why you get these flared-up opinions, and everyone fights with each other, and everyone's arguing, and nobody knows really what the truth is. We're arguing over nothing. But today it was released that the Walmart stores across the country will no longer bake cakes Confederate flag symbol on them, and they're not going to sell any Confederate flag memorabilia, any type, the Dukes of Hazzard has been now banned from television, from syndicate television. So you'll never see a Dukes of Hazzard show any longer unless you have it on DVD or you've taped it from the past. So there'll be no more Dukes of Hazzard. And like I said, I guess the Dukes of Hazzard was really a racist show. I guess Bo and Luke there, they ran around in KKK uniforms during the show, and Uncle Jesse was the Grand Wizard. And, I mean, come on. It was a comedy show because they had a Confederate flag on the top of their car. The show is offensive to everyone now. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. But we're going to try to touch a little bit more on that subject, just a little bit, and then we'll move on to other things. Like I said, I'm still new at this. I started last Friday. I'm not 100% sure on how this studio website here works. So if I mess up or I hang up on someone by accident, I'm sorry. Don't get angry with me. I think within the next few days I'll really get the hang of it really good. And what I'm also going to do is once I get the hang of it to go ahead and start inviting guests on. Instead of having panels, what I'm going to do is have special guests on. I may have a doctor on. I may have a lawyer on, and we're going to address very important issues around the country. And, I'm going to do the best I can. I mean, I'm not a politician. I'm not famous, and I'm not nationally known. But, I'm going to do the best I can and try to bring good, true information out there to people. And one of the things that concerns me now is this vaccination thing that's going on. They just passed a law out in California where every child must be vaccinated before they can go to school. They must obtain all the required vaccinations, whether or not they're safe or unsafe. So if you're the parent and you think a certain vaccination is unsafe, too bad. You don't get it. Your child's not going to school. You'll keep them home. And and actually that's against the law in some states where if a child stays home, you're going to get social services crawling up your rear end, So I don't know how that's going to work out. But I guess in California you're allowed to homeschool your children, and so that's what they were saying. You'll have to homeschool your child if he or she does not have vaccination. So how do you feel about that? I'm very worried about that actually, because when my child went to the doctor when he was young, the doctor wanted to give him the rotavirus shot. And I argued with him, no. I feel uncomfortable. You've already given him one shot today. I don't want another one. They wanted to give him 6 shots in one day. You're dealing with a 1-year-old here. I mean, what happened to your oath? You swear an oath you won't do any harm. But he goes on telling me one child didn't get the rotavirus shot, and he ended up like a vegetable. He's trying to scare me. It's a fake story, And I'm like, look, he's not getting the shot. Well, come to find out, 14 days later, the rotavirus was recalled. Swine was found in it, and actually several children had died from that vaccination. Now, whether or not my child, if he would have took it that day, would have gotten sick and died, I don't know. But the virus was, the vaccination was tainted with swine, and the FDA had recalled it. So back to my original point. Here we are. California says you have to have all your shots before you can attend public school. Well, that's pretty, what's going to happen here? Let me tell you something. You shoot my kid up with something without my permission, and he dies, look out. I'm going to be labeled a terrorist on the 6 o'clock news. I'm going to tell you that right now. This is ridiculous. There's no reason why the people of California should allow this to happen. And then you have your brainwashed idiot liberals out there who, you're going to put my child in jeopardy? In jeopardy of what? Of what? What are you talking about? You never, ever sacrifice individual liberty. Okay? Never. Even if it's for the safety of the public, you never sacrifice your individual liberty, because that is a right, okay, that you are granted by God. It says it right in the Bill of Rights, okay? It's an unalienable right. Man cannot give you that right. Man cannot take away that right. Government can't give you that right, and they cannot take it away. You have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Okay? Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And if they're going to tell you, you have got to be shot up with poison, are you really pursuing life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness? No. So I don't know how that's going to play out, but I know other states now are adopting this principle, and it's moving rather rapidly because I just actually heard an interview on the radio a month ago about this, and here we are. One state has already passed that law where it's mandatory that you have got to have your child vaccinated. You know, and it's not just one shot, folks. It's a lot of shots, all because of the measles outbreak. Well, you know, and that's probably made up too. Anyway, you know, we don't even know if that's true. I don't know. I wasn't out there, so I don't know. I only saw it on TV, and we know most of what the TV says is lies. So now we come into the situation where if your child is not vaccinated, okay, we're going to enter him into a private school. Guess what? The private school says he has to have a physical. Okay. We start calling around the doctors. My son needs a physical. Has he had all his vaccinated? No. Well, we can't treat him. How can you refuse treatment to a child? How can you do harm? You took an oath, and that's one of the big oaths that a doctor takes, okay? He takes an oath not to ever do any harm, okay? So you need to understand that. That's an important oath that a doctor takes. It's just like the President of the United States. He takes an oath to uphold and defend the United States Constitution against foreign and domestic enemies. Okay, police officers take that oath. Judges take that oath. Lawyers are officers of the court. They take that oath. So so they take an oath and they break it. We see that every day. So what kind of an example are we setting? Obviously, that's why we're in the predicament we are in today. Because everyone's a liar. Just like my show, like I said, we're going to deal with deception and lies. Everyone is a liar and a cheat out there. Now, I should probably retract that. Not everyone, but I would almost willing to say, in my opinion, a majority of the people that I come in contact with are full of it. It's filled with deception. You know, are there good people out there? Of course there's good people. That's why I just retracted that last stand. I can't say every single person in the world is a liar and a cheat. I can't say that. Of course not. You know, that makes me a liar now. But common sense, every day, you know, you come in contact with a lot of people. Maybe your friends betray you. Maybe your parents betray you. Maybe your sons and daughters betray you. Maybe your teachers in school betray you. What have your counselors betray you? What have you? It doesn't matter. You know, there's so much betrayal going on in society today. And now let's go back to my last point. These people that are of influence in the general public take an oath. The doctors, they take an oath, and they break it. You know, they break it. So they're liars. You swore you would not do this. You swore, but yet you're doing it anyway. So, and then you wonder why society is crumbling. Now, we have riots breaking out across the country again. Baltimore they're currently having riots again in Baltimore. Just started this afternoon. More riots. I guess the police commissioner was fired, and they appointed a new police commissioner, and I guess the public don't like it, so they're going to start throwing rocks again and burning down their own neighborhoods, and you know, which is totally ignorant and nonsense. And I believe in Cincinnati there was a riot over the weekend. Yes, it was Cincinnati, where a mob attacked. Actually, I'm going to tell the truth. It was a black mob that attacked one white man. They beat him half to death. He's in the hospital. He's going to make it, but they beat him half to death. Look it up. It's a true story. And the riot police had to be called out. And, you know, and now you have, I believe it was in Oakland, California also, some riots over the weekend. They had to call the riot police out. So, hey, folks, this is getting pretty serious. We're in trouble. But yet the biggest topic that we're talking about on the news is the Confederate flag. We got to ban Walmart's banning the flag, So we really have to really adjust our way of thinking. Whatever you have been taught to believe has most likely a lie. Okay, look at it like that. Look around. And I know my family, and especially my family, I preach to them all the time. Look around. Look at what you see happening. Open your eyes, and you'll see what is happening. I know I asked a certain couple people to listen tonight, like, for instance, my nephew in Connecticut, and I asked him to particularly listen because he's going to be going into the Army, and so I want him to listen to my shows so he can obtain as much education as possible. And he actually spent a few weeks with me down here in my home a few summers ago as a summer vacation, so he can go out and work with me, so he can learn how to work for a living, because he didn't learn any type of ethical trade while he was going through school. He went to a public school. He told me what was going on there in Wallingford, Connecticut. The school there, cameras everywhere, the teachers there. You wear a T-shirt that offends somebody, you get suspended. Counselors trying to set people up, break up families, call the social services on parents. School, high school nowadays is just, I don't think I could go. I mean, it was getting bad when I was going, but teachers cared about the students back then still. I was a troublemaker, but, they still cared about you generally. Nowadays, from what I hear, they don't give a damn about anybody, but, it's a big game, I guess. So, like I said, my nephew, he's going to be going into the Army, and, of course, we'll pray for his safety. Hopefully he doesn't get involved in any of the New World Order wars that are going on over in Afghanistan, Iraq, what have you, and, hopefully he stays safe. And like I said, we'll pray for him and safety. But going into the Army is about the best thing he can do. I mean, I don't really, like I said, I'm against the New World Order, and I've studied the New World Order in a great length. But, at least he'll learn a trade, because right now there's no jobs out there. Sitting around playing video games all day is not going to get him anywhere. Watching TV, listening to the filthy music they have out there today is not going to get him anywhere. It's just programming his brain to become dysfunctional. So, he's going to be in a tremendous... When he gets out of that Army, you mark my words right now, Alex, if you are listening, when you get out of that Army, you are going to feel so good about yourself. You're going to have money. You've made something of yourself. You're going to be in tremendous good shape. Let me tell you that, because they eat the best food in the Army. I'm going to tell you that right now. It might not taste good, but it's not poisonous. Okay, like the food they feed the general public. Okay, you eat good food. Now, one thing, they're going to shoot you up with a lot of vaccinations. So you got to be careful. So that's why it's important to stay in shape when you exit the Army, because I know a lot of veterans who have gotten out, and, they let those vaccinations kick in, and they're sitting around not staying healthy, and next thing you know, they're 100 pounds overweight, and their liver's failing, their kidneys are blowing out, they're having heart surgery, and, then they got the post-traumatic stress disorder, and they go cuckoo, and, so that's why it's so important. When you get out, you're going to feel really good. So you have got to stay in shape and continue to eat well and continue to stay educated. Do not get involved with the general public in a hole. Try to put what you had learned in the Army to use. My advice to you is that if you enjoy yourself in there and you think you can make a career of it, stay in there for 20 years. After 20 years, let me tell you something, you're going to get the best pension around. You'll retire in 20 years. Just think, you're 18 years old now, you'll be 38 years old retired. You stay in there for 20 years, 38 years old. You could sit back with a nice fat paycheck every month and retire and laugh at all the work and the people going to work every day. Okay? So, so if y'all are listening, Alex, that's my advice to you. I mean, that's the best thing for you. I mean, like I said, we'll just pray you stay safe, but hopefully you'll move up the ranks and you'll be something of real importance and, apply yourself. That's all I got. And I say that to everybody who's listening. You apply yourself, in your everyday things. Go for it. Do what you got to do to survive. Stop paying attention to this ridiculous propaganda that's out there. Like I told, what I opened up with tonight, Confederate flag issue. The big issue, the Confederate flag. It's offensive. It's on the news all the time. Now Walmart won't sell. They won't sell a Confederate flag. They won't bake a cake with a Confederate flag or any type of Southern emblems on it. No, nothing that resembles a Confederate flag. But they'll bake a cake with two men on it getting married. Okay. So, what's wrong? What's going on here? Really? I mean, what is really going on here? If it was up to me, I would not shop at Walmart anymore, ever again. If it was up to me, I'm not going to ask anyone else to do, I'm not going to try to promote a boycott here or anything because I don't want Walmart to sue me. But then again, today we're not free in America anymore. Just by me saying that, they could probably sue me. But you know what? I don't think I'll go to shop at Walmart ever again because of this what I heard. This is ridiculous. Baker out in I think it was in Oregon. I'm not sure. It was a story that I looked at this morning. I was listening to it actually on the radio. It was a couple had started a bakery up. I believe it was the state of Oregon. I'm not 100% sure, but they started up a bakery, and a gay couple came in, and they wanted a cake for their wedding, a wedding cake for their wonderful marriage, two men. Okay, and the bakery says, we're Christians. We don't believe in that, so we're not going to bake your cake for you. Go someplace else. Hey, they own the business. They don't have to do it if they don't want to, right? Wrong. Guess what? They got sued, lost. They got a gag order on them not to talk about it, but the husband said, I don't care. I'll talk about anything I want. No man could tell me what to say and where to say it. I'll talk about whatever I want. Good for him. God bless that man. He doesn't have, nobody can tell you where to talk and how to talk, what you can't talk about. The judge put a gag order on him. He can't talk about the case. Too bad. All right, that's what he said. I'm talking about so he'll probably be in jail tomorrow morning of contempt because he was on the radio, the national radio show this morning. And he was sued, and he lost. He got a judgment waged against him for $145,000. They had to close down the bakery. Their whole life has been ruined because they refused to bake a cake for a couple of gays. How disgusting. What's going on in America today? You need to wake up. That is ridiculous. Here we are, have a family, an American family, that's living the American dream. They have their own bakery, playing by the rules, paying all their taxes, being good slaves, doing what they're supposed to do, playing ball the right way, not working under the table, and providing a service for the public. But gay people come in and they say, you're going to do it for us. No. Well, guess what? Now you lost your business. Because that's basically what it boils down to. They have no individual right to decipher on their own on how to run their business. The government's going to tell them how to run their business. You will bake that cake for those gay people. Where are we? Russia? Nazi Germany? Papers, please. Your papers are not in order. Come with us. That's what's happening, folks. Instead of watching BoobTube and, listening to the rap music, start paying attention to what's going on around you. This is what's happening. It's disgusting. And you know what? It could happen to you. That's the most important thing I'd like to say it could happen to you. I mean, it's just I don't know. That when I heard that this morning, that really turned my stomach. I mean, it was just I just cannot believe that. I cannot believe that a business owner has got to do what the government says or they're shut down, and they refuse to do it. They don't believe in gay marriage. Hey, believe in it. You know, I don't believe in gay marriage. I think it's wrong. It's against what the Word of God says. Fact. It says it right in the Bible very clearly, word for word. Don't believe me? Look it up. Word for word. Doesn't mean I can go out now and start beating up gays or hurting them as human beings. I'm not saying that. By all means, do not do that. You have no right to hurt another human being because of what he is doing, unless he is hurting you or your family, your friends, or someone else, okay, physically. But you have no right to hurt another individual because of what they believe. Everyone has a right to believe whatever they want. But when their beliefs become a way of life that you must obey, no way. That's oppression. That's tyranny. And that's a one world order coming your way, the new world order. Okay? You have a new world order coming your way very soon, whether you like it or not. Within the next 3 years, you will be told to take the mark of the beast. I'm telling you, you will be told to take the mark of the beast. You'll be implanted with a microchip. Look it up. Verichip. Look it up. All the information's out there. Congress already passed it, the Real ID Act, year 2005. Look it up. They haven't enforced it yet. It's in the health care law. Read it. No, you can't. You don't have time, do you? You're too busy out running around, going here, going there, going here. I got to entertain myself. I need to go play games, you know. I got to play basketball for a little while. Wait, the football game's on. You ain't got time. You don't have time for nothing, do you? Well, and then when someone like me comes around and tells you about one of these things that are going to happen or something that's going to happen, you laugh at me and you make fun of me. Yeah, look, he's crazy. He's paranoid. He doesn't know what he's talking about. I never heard anything like that. Well, how could you? How could you? You don't even know how to talk to somebody else. You don't know how to write a letter. You don't know how to read. You're an idiot. You're an imbecile. You're ignorant. You know, but that's what. But they're going to point their finger at me. I'm crazy. I'm paranoid. I'm nuts. I don't know what I'm talking about. That ain't going to happen in my lifetime. You're crazy. You know, stay away from him. He's nuts. He doesn't want to have his child vaccinated. He's nuts. He's probably got every disease in the world. I'm probably the most healthiest person in my community. Okay? My family is. I know my son is. My son is twice the size he's supposed to be at the age he is. Okay? Very seldom gets sick. Almost never, actually. A couple of ear infections when he was a baby. I treated him with some herbal medicine. That went away permanently. You know? So people don't really know what they're talking about. What you need to do as individuals is look around at what you see and start studying. Because let me tell you something, knowledge is power, okay? And wisdom will bring you places very far. That's what you need to do as an individual, all right? Now, I know tonight I didn't have no real agenda planned. Like I said, last night the main topic was the Confederate flag, and that's what I talked about. And I really, really went in a little bit of depth, you know, I even actually quoted senators from the congressional floor of the House of U.S. Representatives in 1861. I quoted them word for word of what they had said. Like I said, all this information's out there. All you got to do is just look it up. You know, all you got to do is go to your library. Well, you don't even have to go to a library. Your library is at your fingertips, for goodness sake. So, I don't know what most people are looking for today. I kind of do. They want to be entertained. They got to be entertained. You know, they got to be told what to do. They have to have some sort of direction brought upon them. You know, everything's got to be funny. Everything's a big joke today. Nobody can be serious. You know, nobody can stay in a concentrational way of thinking for any length of time. you know, because their mind is, they got to go here, right, we got to do this. But, you know, they can't sit still. Think about that. Well, what I was going to do tonight is I think what I'm going to do is people say, well, you're probably full of it. Walmart didn't ban the Confederate flag. What are you talking about? So what I'm going to do is we're going to find out. We're going to call Walmart and find out if they did ban the Confederate flag, okay? So let's go ahead and get ready to call Walmart here. I got their phone number here. All right. So what we're going to do is, okay, we're going to call my local Walmart here and ask them if they will bake a cake for me with a Confederate flag on it. We're going to see if this news story is true. Okay, so just hang on, bear with me here. All right. Oh. Okay. All right, here we go.
Thank you for calling Walmart.
Battleground Walmart, how may I direct your call?
Can I talk to your bakery department? Me right away.
Bakery.
Hey, how you doing? I got a question for you. I was wondering, I just heard I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm having a picnic in a couple weeks, and I want to have a cake baked for my picnic because it's going to be my nephew's birthday. But I would like the Confederate flag pasted on it. Do you guys still bake cakes with Confederate flags?
They could make fake cake with Confederate flag on it.
She doesn't even know. Hello?
They can't do that here.
They can't do that?
No, sir.
They won't do that?
No.
Why? Can you tell me why by chance? Do you have a reason?
I mean, you can call back up here and ask the manager.
Yeah?
But they won't do it.
They won't do it, huh? All right, well, thank you very much for your time. Thank you. Well, there you have it. You got that firsthand, didn't you? So now what we're going to do is we're going to call another Walmart, okay? One more. We're going to call one more, and we're going to ask them if they'll bake a cake with two men on it, getting ready to get married. And then you're going to see for yourself how sick America has become for yourself. Okay? And she might actually, this call right here, I may start a debate with her. We may get her going. I may ask to speak to that manager. I don't know. Which one did I call already? All right, let's see here. Okay, we'll go with this Walmart here. I actually been to this Walmart. I don't like them. They have poor customer service there, in my opinion. Better say that because I don't want to get sued. Okay. All right, here we go. Get Walmart on the line.
Thank you for calling Walmart.
Walmart on Wonder, can I help you, please?
Hey, how you doing? Can you connect me to your bakery department, please?
Hold on 1 second.
Very interesting. Hey, how you doing? I got a question for you. My brother is getting married, and he's a homosexual. So would you have a problem making a cake for me with two men on it? Saying this, you know, we're celebrating their marriage because what's that?
But the cake decorator will be back in the morning. Let me see what time. Because I can't place the order. You have to place it with the cake decorator.
But you guys will take my order. But you guys will take my order, right? Which one do you want to talk?
It has to be 7 days for them to make it.
Hello. Okay.
Can you hear me?
But you guys will take that order, though, right? You guys do that, right?
You have to put that order with the cake decorator. If you give me 1 second, I can tell you what time she comes in tomorrow.
All right, that's fine. Go ahead. But I'm just saying though, you guys don't discriminate against gays, right? I mean, or lesbians, correct? Obviously, right? I mean, I'm just trying to get a cake built made, you know.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
5:30 in the morning, and somebody will be here.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
All right. How you like it? There you go. That's America for you, folks. That's America. We can't get a cake with a picture of a flag on it, but we can get a cake with two men on it, holding hands, celebrating a gay marriage. Now you tell me if God blesses America anymore. Oh, how disgusting we are in America today. You know, if you're listening out there and you listen to something like this, really, that is really pitiful. Pitiful. Well, what I'm going to do now is, since we still got some time, we still got about 30 minutes left, but I'm probably going to cut out early here because I'm not feeling very well tonight. We're going to call back that first store and ask them why they will not bake a cake with a flag on it, but they'll bake a cake with two men holding hands. I'd like to hear the answer to this one. And then I'm going to tell them why I'm calling, and they're going to be they're on the radio. They'll probably hang up on me right away because people are cowards. But let's go ahead and give it another shot here. Hopefully we can talk to the store manager. And they don't put me on hold too long. Not dialing. Okay, hang on. I might have dialed the wrong number. Sorry, guys. Just bear with me here. Like I said, I'm new at this. But this is going to be, like I said, we're going to, or maybe they don't allow me to make so many calls. Hang on. Let me see. All right. That's the Walmart right there I want to call. All right, very good. Dialing. Okay.
Thank you for calling Walmart.
Walmart, I wonder, can I help you?
Yeah. Can I talk to your store manager, please?
What's in references? I can get the correct manager, please.
Yeah, whatever manager's on duty, please.
Hold on.
Hopefully they don't keep me on hold too long, guys. But we'll find out here soon. I won't let them keep me too long because they're very Walmart's the worst in customer service. We know that. Terrible. It's terrible. But especially if you want to speak to a supervisor. I mean, but that's what you have in America today, corporations. I mean, you have these large corporations. They don't care about the customer because there's another sucker walking in the door right after you walk out. But these small businesses that have been eaten up, when small businesses really existed, predominantly around America today, I mean, in the yesteryears. Let me tell you something. You talk to an employee at a small business, they would bend over backwards to make you happy. Okay? They would bend over backwards to make. I don't know if they're still got me here or not on hold or what's going on here. Maybe I don't know if they got me still on hold or what's going on. I think they hung up on me. Okay, we're going to try it one more time. All right? Let's see here. Let's go back, call them one more time. Try. Well, they hang up on you. That's how much they care about their customers. They just hang up on me, All right. Let's try calling that guy back again. I don't like him and his attitude. We'll go ahead and we're going to let him know what's going on.
Thank you for calling Walmart.
I'm going to be nice to him this one time here.
Operator?
Yes, how you doing? I'm trying to get a hold of the store manager.
All right, I'm trying to get somebody for you. Hold on one second.
All right, thank you. Maybe sleeping in the back someplace. Who knows? Hopefully we're not on hold.
Who are you waiting for?
I'm waiting for a store manager. I'd like to talk to a store manager, if you don't mind. Somebody in charge.
Hold on one second.
Okay. I have been hanging on. for more than 1 second. Trying to be patient here. I mean, all I want to do is talk to them. I got a question for the manager. Nobody else can answer the question, so I have to talk to a manager, obviously. Blow up. I'm wasting all my time here. Wait on hold. This is customer service at its best, guys. This is customer service. This is customer service at its best. Okay? Oh, while I'm here, let's try the other store while I'm still waiting for this person. And if they come on, that'd be great. So we'll go ahead and do it. We'll try one more, and then we'll end this. But I just want an answer. Obviously, I'm probably not going to get it. So let's find out here. Come on. Just bear with me, anyone who's listening tonight. I see I got about 10 listeners. Just bear with me, please. Okay. Bear with me. All right, let's try this one.
Thank you for calling Walmart.
Battleground Walmart, how may I direct your call?
I'd like to speak to some kind of manager, somebody in charge. Can you connect me, please?
Okay, do you mind me asking what it was regarding?
I have a complaint as a customer.
Okay, all right. Hold on a moment.
About product. Okay.
Okay, hold on a moment.
All right. We're just going to hang out here on hold, I guess. She's trying to get a hold of somebody. That's what the last guy did. This is the Walmart in Greensboro. Greensboro, yes. Okay. Oh. I'm going to give him about 30 more seconds, and then we'll go.
This is Jerry.
Hello?
Can I help you?
Hi,
Hello?
Jerry. How you doing? Jerry?
Doing well.
I got a question. I called your bakery department earlier, and they could make a cake for him. They said they don't have any problems with making a cake because my brother was getting married for a gay wedding. They said that we can do that, yeah. But I then also asked them about making a cake with a Confederate flag on it, and they said nobody's going to do that here. Nobody's going to do that for you. Why?
I'd recommend that you come in and meet with us face to face, sir. These kind of calls would be better. We have to take the order in person. If you come on in, we can take care of you and see what we can do for you.
No, I know, but they said there's policy now that they can't bake a cake with any type of Confederate flag on it. Is that true?
You could come in and speak with me in person, sir.
Well,
my name's Jerry. You can come in and meet with me in person. All right. Thank you. You have a great day.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. There you go. Hey. Well, how do you like that? There you go. That's Walmart at its best, folks. That's Walmart at its best. And that was the one on Battleground, actually, and I told you they're the worst. She wants me to drive up there just to talk to her. Yeah, okay, I'm going to get my car right now just to see if they'll make a cake for me. Oh, but listen, that's the topic of the show, understanding the times we live in today. Okay? These are the days we live in. Confusing, deception, lies. People are very angry at one another. You can't get a straight answer. You just saw how I could not get an answer. I asked a question, didn't I? It's a simple question. Why and why not? Tell me why you won't do it and why you will do it. Simple. You're the manager of a business, a store that serves a couple thousand people a day. Do you not care? No, they don't, because they're a large corporation. They don't care about you. So tell me something. Why would you spend your money at a place like this? Why would the money you earn very hard, I mean, you work for your money out there, people. Some of you may be making $10 an hour. Some of you working for minimum wage. Some of you may have lots of money. And why would you spend what's yours at a place like that? I guarantee you a lot of people that are listening tonight will have second thoughts after listening to this show. But, again, you see, these are things I already know. Many people don't know, and you probably didn't either before you listened to me tonight. And that's what I'm trying to promote here with this show. Understanding the times we live in today. And what can we change those times? I'm sorry I didn't take any calls tonight or anyone particular, but I appreciate those who are listening tonight. And we're going to go ahead and get ready to wrap it up. So I appreciate everyone that has listened. And tomorrow night I'm going to try to put together a little more something. I'm going to try to get a guest on where we can have a little conversation back and forth. But I appreciate everyone who is listening tonight. And good night. Be safe. God bless. And I'm going to say a little prayer. Those of you who are not saved out there and you don't know the Lord Jesus Christ, I'm going to ask that you bow your head and at least pray with me. Dear Lord Jesus, please come into my life. I know you shed your blood for me and the rest of the world. And, Lord, I know we don't always do right, and I know we have mixed feelings in our heart. And today we live in confusing times. And I'm asking you, Lord, for everyone who's listening tonight and whoever's listening and whoever does listen, to please come into their heart and heal their soul, heal their body, and guide them to you so they will accept your Son, the Lord Jesus Christ. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Amen. Good night, everybody. Have a good night.
In the councils of government, we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex.
In Dallas, Texas, 3 shots were fired at President Kennedy's motorcade in downtown Dallas. The first reports say that President Kennedy has been seriously wounded by this shooting.
It is a big idea, a new world order.
It was almost as if it were a planned implosion. It just pancaked.
Either you are with us or you are with the terrorists.
But I also believe that a lot of gun owners would agree that AK-47s belong in the hands of soldiers, not in the hands of criminals.